Welcome back to another SQL project. Like I've done two SQL projects now, so this is the third one. So I'm welcome back. So as usual, I'll have to create my table first before any other thing. Now this project, this is CSV file, which will be important. That's kind of long. Then these are the as you can see, these are the header. This is the header, the column header. So okay, let me just import that. Now I use many data type. I use serial. Now normally serial is used for IDs. I use serial integer, varchar. I think I also use numeric. Okay. Okay, let me just run this to create a shopping. Okay, sometimes this do that. Let me rerun it again. Fantastic. I've created my table. So let me refresh my database for it to reflect. As you can see, this is my table. So I'll have to now import my CSV file to it. So we go, this is CSV file. Okay, let me show you where is it. Okay, see, this is clean shopping behavior. So as you can see, clean shopping behavior. Clean shopping behavior. Now open that. Then I don't think I need any other option here. It doesn't have a missing value, so I don't need to add this null string. Okay. Process started. Wow, that was fast. That was so quick. Okay. So I've created our database. I've created our table. So let's check if it's working. And we have imported our CSV. So let's check if it was done successfully. Let's verify. Although it was done successfully because there was no error. But let's verify. So okay, shopping. Okay, let me run this. So as you can see, it appeared over here. Male, others, size. Okay, so now we will now have to go into Jupyter Notebook for us to execute different queries. Like I normally do in my SQL project, I execute different queries using the cycle PG. So let's run this. And our DB parameters, which is our database learning. This is the user Postgres, then password, usual password. Create a connection, and also our cursor. So let's run our first query. So we should find the average age of customers. Now, average, as always, is an aggregation function. So find the average of age from our, and we'll call it average age from our shopping table. Let's execute that. Okay, let's print it out. So this is the average age for 4.06. So the second query says you should retrieve total purchase amount for each category. Now we'll be using this group by. Now, most of the times I'll notice that in most SQL, when you see questions like this, when you say each category, what mostly comes to my mind is what group by. Because when you are separating something, you separate it for each. For each category. So okay, let me explain what's going here. This is the category. Then whenever you are using group by, you have to use an aggregation function, which is this. We are trying to get the total. Talking about total is sum. So total purchase amount from shoppings, then she group by the category. So let's run that and print the result. Okay, this is it. Accessories, this is it. Footwear, clothing, and others. So now the query 3 says you identify the total. Identify the top 5 locations with the highest total purchase. Now when I think top 5, remember, use your limit. Okay, before that, you have to select the location, the sum of the purchase as the total purchase amount from our table. Then you should group by the location and should order by the total purchase amount because we are trying to get the top 5 and it should be in descending order. Now, if you don't add this, it will be in ascending order. So the default is ascending, but adding this will be in descending order, which means that the highest will be at the top. They will not limit it to 5 because we're trying to get the top 5. So let's run that. So this is it. So now when we go to the fourth query, it says you calculate the average review rating for each season. Now this is the average review rating as average review rating. Now remember, this is an alias as an alias. That is just an alias. Like when we want to print our data, okay, I'll show you from our table. I should group by season. Let me show you what I mean by alias there. So as you can see, spring. Okay, over here it doesn't print out the header name, but when you are using okay, let me try to use pgadmin to show you what I mean by alias. because this may be the first time for you to watch this. Okay, let me just run this over here to show what I mean by A list. As you can see, average UV ratings is the A list. Now if I remove this A list and run this, it will still run properly, but it's called AVG. So the A list helps us to, for easy understanding of what actually the column is saying or something like that. Okay, so let us continue. Now when it comes to the fifth query, we are saying find the most frequent used shipping type. Now we'll be using the count, that is just like the mode of the shipping type. So I have to select this and select this. So from shopping, so group by shipping type and order by the frequency. Remember, you're still referring to this count and descend the order. Then I should limit it to 1 because I find the most frequent. We're not trying to check the frequent, the list of the frequent used shipping, the most, which signifies only 1. So it's free shipping. Of course, this makes a little bit of sense. Free shipping will be most used because everyone loves free things. Okay, so the sales query should determine the total number of customers who has a subscription. Now we have to count everything. Now this count, I normally say it, I've said it before, you can use any column name. Now this count doesn't matter if you use a column name, doesn't matter if you use all, because at the end of the day, the count is counting all the whole columns based on the particular condition you'll be setting in other parts of the code. Now it says you count this as number of subscribed customers from our table. Where subscription is yes. So where subscription is yes, you should count it out. So let's run that. So we're having 10,000. I think 1,053. So 1,053 customers has subscribed, while others hasn't subscribed. Okay, then query 7 says you identify the most common color purchased for each category. Now we'll be using a mini table, or let me just use the common name. It's common table expression, not mini table. I just use that a mini table with the width as so you select the category color, count the color as most common color. They will now use the row number. This is normally used for ranking over partition. They should group them by category, then order it by the count of the column as rank from the shopping, and then you should group by the category and the color. Remember, sometimes when you're using this row number, you may not use group by. From experience, the only time you use group by is when you have an aggregation over here. That's why you use group by. That's why we're using this group by over here, because if it doesn't, you run into an error. So I'm using the group by and I'm selecting this both of them. So now I have to select the category, the color as this. Okay, we are selecting this and the category from the table expression. Then I should rank this one because I find the most common color purchased for each category. The most common color, That's why we limit. We are getting the first rank. Remember, this ranks what we're trying to group. So the first one, that is a where rank is equals to 1. This is the rank is equals to 1. So run that. Run this. And we'll get the result for each category. This is the common color used. Now when it comes to query 8, it says you should retrieve the payment method used by customers with the highest total purchased. So customers with the highest total purchase, the payment method they use, we also use a mini table again, that is customer purchase totals. As you now have to select the customer ID, the payment method, then the sum of their purchase to determine the total purchase. Remember, the total purchase from shopping says you should group by this. Remember, we're using an aggregation here. You should use the group by. We'll add this both. So now we have to now select the payment method, which is this, from the mini table or common table expression. Then we should order by the total purchase. Remember, in descending order, you should get 1 because we're trying to retrieve the payment method used by customers with the highest. Remember, it's only 1. So run that, and it's bank transfer. Okay, so now the next one is query 9. It says you calculate the average discount applied for each category. So now I've selected the category and I've selected the average. Now when remember they say you should find the average discount applied for each category. We use a case here. So when discount is equals to yes, then 1, else then 0, end as the average discount. Now what this means that this will include only when the discount is yes, because I'm trying to get the average discount applied. When it's no, it simply means there was no discount. So I want to select only when the average discount is yes from this, and then group by category. Then run this. So this is the result. Then over here, query 10. So we should find the total number of customers who use promo code in each location. So we select the location and they count the distinct customer ID. Remember, customer ID is just like, let me say, a number that differentiates customer A from customer B. So that is the customer ID. So we're trying to get the distinct of it, like, so there don't be any duplicates. So we should count them as total customer with promo code from our table. There's a where the promo code is yes, so no will not be selected. And remember, group by the location because of this aggregation function over here. So this is it. So over here, so we should identify the most common size purchase for each column. So most common size. We have to select the column. Remember, we're using the CTE, which is common table expression, and size. The counts, they'll have to count again as purchase count. Remember, identify the most common size purchased for each category. Then we have to rank again. We are not using row number, we're using rank. It's another window future function in SQL. Then partition by group by category, order by count. As remember, also when you are using the aggregation function, you should remember to use it here. Remember, from the shoppings, then you should now select the category size, purchase count from our table, then rank it as equals to 1. Remember the most common size purchased. So okay, let's run this. We'll have this now. So this is the most common size purchased. Is medium for each category. Okay, so now you retrieve the top 5 customers with the highest total purchase amount. So we have to get the customer ID, the sum of their purchase, but that's what will help us to get the highest total purchase amount from shopping. Then group by customer ID, then order by this, limited by 5, and run this. Just simple. It's very simple. Okay. Then we'll now go to query 13. So calculate the total number of purchases made by customers in each age group. Now we have to divide them in different age group. Now we're using the popular age group range, like 18 to 25, this to this, this to this. Now they didn't give us specifically which age group we should use, so we just have to use the case to give it different condition. So between 18 and 25, then this, then this, then this. Then once it's 46 above, then it says should end as, so now all this will now be age group. Then we should now count as total purchase. So from our table, then we should group by this, order by that. Let me just run this. So as you can see, 18 to 20, 25. So these are the total number of purchases made by customer in each age group. So for this age group, this is total purchase and others. So now so you should identify the most common frequency of purchase. So you should select the frequency of purchase. This is a column in our data set in our table. Then we should now count this as frequent count from shoppings. Then should group by frequency of purchase and order by this in descending order. Remember, we're trying to limit it to 1 because we're trying to identify the most common frequency of purchase. So that, remember, use count here. Use the group by because we are using an aggregation function. Run that, and we'll have this. So every 3 months, that is the most common frequency of purchase. Then for this one, so you should retrieve the item with the highest average review rating in each category. Now we also use a table again, a CTE table. Then we'll now have to select the item purchase category review ratings. Then rank again by this as rank from just almost the same thing like one of the query I've done before. So let me run this. I'm having this. Okay, I'm coming. Okay, this is the second to the last one now. 16. So determine the percentage of total purchase made by customers who made a subscription. Percentage of total purchases. Okay, yeah, we have to count. Then within the count, we have to now give a case. Say when subscription is equal to yes, then 1. and end it. Because if we want to determine the percentage of total purchase made by a customer who has subscription, they should be what? Yes, that they made a subscription. So we should end it that. Then multiply by 100 because we're looking for percentage, remember? So the case, they multiply by 100, then divide it by what they count as the subscription what? Percentage. So this is just like a formula. So let me run that. Then the last one, which is this. So you should find the items with the highest and the lowest review rating in each category. So we also use the table again. You get the category item purchase review rating. Now we're now using a different window function again, which is dense rank. You understand? Then divide it by group it by category, then order by review rating in descending order as the high rank, then also in ascending order as the low rank from shoppings. Then we now have to select the category. Then we now have to select the max. When rank is equals to 1, then the item, then it should be item, you should choose it, then end it as highest rank rated item. You should choose also the max. Now why are you choosing the max is you choose the highest rank. So when it's equals to 1, you should choose the max of that. When it's equals to 1, then this one again, the same thing. When the rank is equals to 1 again, that is highest rating. Now when it's low, this and the lowest one from this. Okay, let me just run this. So this is the end of the SQL project. No, it's not that long. I think it's not too complex. Now I will also be explaining, like I'll be doing a video on Windows function, because I've noticed that most of the online tutorials, like most of them don't spend time with these Windows functions, and it's very important, especially when you're dealing with rankings, and rankings is actually important in data analysis. So I'll do a video to explain more on this. You understand? Because I didn't give more explanation on this video, but I will make a separate video on them to explain this. Like we have the dense rank, row number, rank. There are many of them. So let me just close my connection. You should always remember that. So this will be the end of the video. Thank you and goodbye.